Hi guys, so we're again in the slope-intercept form. Foldable, we've done this and we've done this. Now we're on the last flap that says graph using slope-intercept form. So, graphing linear equations using slope-intercept form. So if we're given the equation, how do we turn that into a graph? That's what we're going to learn about today. Step 1, you're going to identify the slope and the y-intercept first. Step 2, plot the y-intercept. And step 3, use the slope to plot additional points. You start at the y-intercept. Oops. Okay, so let's look at what that first looks like, step by step. So step 1, again, says identify the slope and the y-intercept. So if we look at this, remember, this is our slope and this is our y-intercept. So our m is 2/3 and our b is -1, right? Step 2 says plot the y-intercept. So we're going to take our y-intercept, -1, and we're going to put that plot -1 on the y-axis. Again, this is my y-axis and this is my x-axis. Y goes to the sky, y to the sky. So that's the one that goes up and down. So on the y-axis, we have to plot -1. So we always start at the origin, and because the y-axis goes up and down, we have to go in the negative direction, which would be down 1 unit. So that's my y-intercept. And then 3 says use the slope to plot additional points. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our rise and our run. Remember, the top is our rise and the bottom is our run. So we're going to start at 0, -1, which is our y-intercept, right? Because this point right here is 0, -1, and move, first we have to rise 2 units up and 3 units to the right. Because both my 2 and 3 are positive numbers, we're going to go up and to the right because those are associated with positive movements. So I'm going to start at my y-intercept and I'm going to rise 2 units, so 1 and 2, and then run 3. So 1, 2, and 3. So that's my first point from the y-intercept. And then I'm going to add some additional ones. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then if I wanted to go the other way, guys, remember 2 over 3 is the same thing as -2 over -3. So I can go down and to the left and it will be the same slope. So I'm going to go down 2 units and 1, 2, and 3 to the left. Again, down 1 and 2 and to the left 1, 2, and 3 units. And that should make a straight line, which represents this equation right over here. So we just graphed the line of this equation. Let's do another example on the other side. This one's pretty easy, so I'll let you guys work through that one. And let's work on this one. It says graph y is equal to negative 5x plus 3. So over here, my slope is negative 5, right? And my b is 3. So we're going to use our y-intercept first, 3. So it's a positive 3, so I'm going to go above my origin 3 units. So that's my first point. And then I'm going to use my slope, rise over run. But we only have one number, negative 5. So how am I going to turn that into a rise over run? Well, remember, negative 5 is the same thing as negative 5 over 1. So this is my rise, and this is my run. So my rise is negative 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 units. And my run is a positive 1, so I'm going to move to the right. Again, well, do I have enough space? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, but let's pretend. Right? Just like that. And then that should make a straight line representing this equation, right? Same thing here, guys. It doesn't look like we have a slope, but remember, what's always in front of an x if we're multiplying it? That invisible 1, right? So that's your slope, and find your y-intercept. And then, what's our y-intercept here? Think about that. There's no number in the back, right? But go back to the notes and see when this situation occurs. What's happening to your graph when you don't have a y-intercept, or it looks like you don't have a y-intercept. There is one, but you have to figure it out on your own, okay? And then on to page 43, this page right over here. What you're going to do is use the equation to fill in the table of values, then create ordered pairs and graph those ordered pairs on the graph. So we have the equation y is equal to 3x plus 5. So we're going to put that in the center box, 3x plus 5, and we have our various x's, and we have to find our y's to get our ordered pairs x comma y. Because remember, ordered pairs are always x comma y. So all we have to do is we have to take our equation and substitute our value for x into our equation. Because remember, all of that is going to give us the value for y. So x is negative 2. So 3 times negative 2 is negative 6 plus 1 gives me a positive 1. So my x is negative 2 and my y is 1. Over here, again, 3 times my x, well, x is negative 1 plus 5. If I were you, what I would do is fill in all of these first, all of my equations, then write in all your values for x. Okay, so if we look, now we have 3 times negative 1, that gives me a negative 3, and then add that to 5, and that's going to give me a positive 2. Ooh, shoot, sorry. 3 times 2, negative 2 is negative 6 plus 1 is a negative 1, not a positive 1. And then this is a positive 2. 3 times 0 is 0 plus 5 is a 5, right? So my x value for this one is negative 1 and my y value is 2. I'll let you guys fill this one in and this one in and this one in after you do the math. And then all you're going to do is take all these and plot them on your x-axis. I'm going to designate each one of these lines as 1 unit. And this is going to be 1 unit going upwards and 1 unit going sideways. So -2 comma -1, that's going to be -2 comma -1, my first point. My second point is -1 comma -2, -1 comma, +2 is going to go right over there. Because remember, we go down the x-axis first to plot our x values and go down our y-axis to plot our y values. Fill these out and then graph the rest, and then again I'll do a couple of these because there is a fraction here, -1. So again, -1/2 times x minus 1, -1/2 x minus 1, -1/2 x minus 1, -1/2 times x minus 1, -1/2 times x minus 1. Since I did the first two, I'll do 0, or yeah, I'll do 0 and 1 this time. I'll let you guys do the other 3. Actually, let me do 2 and 0. So -1/2 times 0 gives us a 0 for this term. -1 gives us a -1, because 0 minus 1 is a -1. So my x value is 0 and my y value is -1. For 2, remember, you just multiply across. So 2 times 1 is 2. And 2 times that invisible 1 is again 2. And that's a -1. So this is actually a -1 minus 1 gives you a -2. So 2 comma -2. So those are my 2 points. I'll help you plot them. 0 comma -1. So I'm not going to go down the x-axis because it's a 0, and then -1 on the y. 2 comma -2, so I'm going to go 1 and 2, and then 1 and 2. Go ahead and fill in the rest, and I'll let you guys finish this page. Again, fill in those y or x's, solve for your y, get the ordered pairs, and then plot the points and graph your equation. And these 2 things right here are just 1s. Let me -2, 1, 2, and -1, and then -1 comma +2. That was my second point. Okay, so good luck, and I want to see all of this stuff done next time. Okay, have a good day.